The late afternoon sun shimmered across the turquoise waters of Pacific Blue Ocean Park's performance pool, reflecting the bright arena lights that danced over the crowd. Families filled the stands, cameras ready, the air buzzing with excitement. In the center stood Jessica, a veteran Marine trainer with over a decade of experience and a deep bond with the park's most famous killer whale, Kaoshich. Wearing her black and blue wetsuit, she waved confidently, her smile warm and sure, a familiar presence to regular visitors. The show had been flawless so far. Ka had executed every trick with power and grace, from dramatic breaches that drenched the front rows to playful tail waves that made the crowd roar. But as the finale approached, everything changed. In a moment now etched into millions of minds thanks to a viral video, Ka's massive black and white body surged from the water with terrifying speed. Jessica turned away for only a heartbeat, had no time to react before his jaws clamped around her waist. There was no scream, no warning, just the violent splash as she was pulled under. The applause died instantly. The arena fell into a stunned, eerie silence. Parents pulled their children close, some gasped, others simply froze in disbelief. The only sounds were the chaotic churn of water and the absence of Jessica's voice. Witnesses later described it as a dream turning into a nightmare in seconds, a graceful performance dissolving into something primal and violent. Trainers rushed to the pool, signaling frantically for calm as emergency protocols kicked in, but nothing could reverse the moment already in motion. Ka held her beneath the surface for nearly 30 seconds before releasing her. 2 lifeguards and fellow trainers plunged in, hauling her limp body from the water onto the slick platform. CPR began immediately, the crowd being ushered out, many leaving in tears. Jessica was rushed to the hospital, but less than an hour later, she was pronounced dead. Officials confirmed drowning as with severe internal injuries suggesting the immense force of Ka's jaws had also played a role. Pacific Blue Ocean Park issued a statement mourning a dedicated, passionate, and deeply respected member of our team, Cluffer, Heafer, Ol Kloster, and announced that all killer whale shows were suspended indefinitely. Ka was moved to a secured medical tank, monitored by behavior specialists. The tragedy reignited an old and bitter debate. Some marine experts stressed that orcas, even those raised in captivity, remain apex predators, powerful, intelligent, and unpredictable. Others pointed to the attack as yet another reason such animals do not belong in marine parks. No tank can replicate the open ocean, said marine biologist Dr. Elaine Foster. These creatures are hunters, not performers. Jessica's family, in their grief, asked for privacy. Her sister described her as fearless, compassionate, and someone who truly loved the animals she worked with. She died doing what she loved, but the internet would not let the moment fade. The viral footage, replayed endlessly on news channels and social media, became a haunting symbol of the fragile balance between human control and raw nature. Pacific Blue Ocean Park quickly became a media hotspot. News vans packed the parking lot, Ferry A lot. Reporters delivered live updates at the gates, and staff members slipped inside with lowered heads. Inside the park, the atmosphere had changed completely. The usual chatter of visitors was replaced with an uneasy quiet. The sound of splashing water now felt heavy, carrying the weight of what had happened. Trainers moved in pairs, speaking in hushed voices, some avoiding even looking at the performance pool. Kyle marine behavior specialists flew in from across the country, reviewing years of recorded training sessions with Ka. They studied his feeding patterns, responses to cues, and even minor past incidents of disobedience or aggression. Disobedience or aggression. There's always a pattern, one specialist remarked quietly. The question is whether anyone noticed it in time. Outside the gates, animal rights activists gathered with signs reading "Free the Whales" and "Captivity Kills." P. Terry. Sal. Their chants mingling with the hum of camera crews. On social media, hashtags demanding Cass release trended alongside others expressing sympathy for Jessica's colleagues. Former trainers began sharing their own close calls, Stories that painted a picture of life working with a predator capable of both awe-inspiring grace and sudden danger. For those who had been in the stands that day, the memory was proving hard to shake. Some parents said their children woke up crying from nightmares. The park brought in counselors for staff and offered support services for visitors traumatized by what they had witnessed. Kaz's behavior in the days following the attack was described as calm but withdrawn. Specialists caution against interpreting his state too simply. Captivity alters the psychology of animals in ways even experts don't fully understand. The investigation continues, with the park promising transparency and a full review of its safety protocols. Whether Ka will ever return to public performance is uncertain. For now, he remains in isolation, his massive presence a silent reminder of the power that lurks beneath the surface. Jessica's death has become more than just a tragic workplace accident, it has become a symbol. To some, it represents the risks of working with wild animals. To others, it is proof that such animals should never be held in tanks for entertainment. And for those who knew and loved her, it is a personal, immeasurable loss. As one shaken guest said afterward, we came to see beauty. We left knowing we'd witnessed power, and it was terrifying.